allow the children
it's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you.
Hello there.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Gbogbo ṣe ń lọ ní Maiyegun dá wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀dẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o.
Good morning to you.
Àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Good afternoon to you.
Ó sì tún
And good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is brunch time with Maiyegun,
politico.
and it is live.
Godfatherism.
Read the caption of the broadcast as usual. Read the description as well. Share it. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Maiyegun today.
Lórí YouTube. And yes, right.
Edo people, gather here. I have a message for you from Kolu Tifnumbu today. Edo people, gather here. I have a few more updates for you from Kenya too. If you know a guy called Asabuja, is a militant in Niger Delta, River State to be precise. And this issue of political crisis, Fubara versus Wike, the police has declared him wanted. Share this. So, thanks so much for joining me again. And sorry for the late start. So let's get down to it. Edo people, are they here already? Right. Tinubu met with APC, Egbekegbe from Edo State yesterday. Edo has been in the news because they are having an election sometimes in November, I believe. Now, for those of you who remember 4 years ago, your favorite slogan, or should I say your favorite sing song at the time was Edo is not Lagos. Edo will never be Lagos. Referring to the fact that there will be no godfathers in Edo State politics, even though there are godfathers. However, the Edo people that reject godfatherism seems to reject the type that they have in Lagos. The godfather of perpetual enslavement, sort of. And the people they were defending at the time, 4 years ago, is a man that is now pushing another person to succeed him, Asue Igodalo. So 4 years ago, or 5 years ago, Oshiomole, being the godfather of Obaseki, chooses not to go the way of Obaseki anymore. So Obaseki won't get it second time if Adam's Oshiomole had his way. So other people felt like they rose. So Obaseki left APC and immediately got an automatic membership of a PDP. And he ran on their platform. And everywhere was like, Adams must be stopped. Adams is an ungrateful fellow. Those state people stood behind him when the PDP robbed him of his election then. Now he wants to make himself the godfather, blah, 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 blah. So in the heat of that moment, maybe if I show you this, that will bring back some of the memories, right? So in the heat of the moment, acting on what they call the betrayal, that Obaseki would be using the resources of Edo State that he was supposed to use for APC now to fight APC. So Tinubu was made to release a presser, more or less like a threat and appeal. Did you remember this, Edo people?
I, Asabuja Bola Ahmed Tinubu, want to appeal as a committed Democrat and a leader of all Democrats, regardless of political party, to our conscience and our commitment to democracy today on the forthcoming election in Edo State. I want to appeal to you to reject Godwin Obaseki in this coming election. I have suffered with many others to bring about this democratic regime that today we are enjoying in the country. Then, Godwin Obaseki didn't participate in any aspect of the struggle to enshrine democracy in the country. Therefore, he could not understand the value and the pains that was associated with this democratic struggle. He was elected a governor by you people of great Edo State because he presented himself to you then as a Democrat, and he was sworn in after winning the election, no one prevented him from being sworn in. Thereafter, members of State Assembly who got elected along with him, specifically 24 of them. Out of these 24, he prevented 14 of them from being sworn in. He demonstrated the act of dictatorship, lack of respect for rule of law, lack of respect for you, the people who voted for those legislators prevented from being sworn in. Today, he now comes around as a Democrat, wanting you to vote for him. Please, I appeal to you, reject him. Several institutions and leaders of our country appeal to him to respect constitutional democracy. But he rejected all entry. He rejected the appeal from National Assembly when Attorney General of the Federal Republic of Nigeria enumerated the path of honor and the constitution of the country. Rather than obey and respect the law, he vandalized the State House of Assembly in Edo by removing the roofs, pouring gravels and rocks on the entrance of the House of Assembly, only to prevent these 14 members from being sworn in. Now he's asking for your votes. He's asking for our votes, our people, their people. Is this a Democrat? No, it's not. He does not deserve any democratic ballot paper. Don't vote for him. I appeal to all of you. While maintaining peace and non-violence on the day of the election, like he rejected the 14 members, you should reject him at the polls. Thank you very much.
Nuisance, Lele.
See, I know, say, apart from the fact that Nigerians, they have been caused with the problems of Stockholm syndrome. Sure, you get another problem that Nigerians are suffering from is comprehension problem. No matter how old they are or how grown up you think they are. That video I said is 4 years ago. And somebody on Facebook is like, the video they are circulating is an old video. Talo ship for you for real. How can you be suffering two things, these two horrible things at the same time as a people? Comprehension. Anyway, let's go back to it. 4 years ago, that was called, and you heard the word for word of what he said, right? He called himself a Democrat and the leader of all Democrats. You know, they do call themselves progressives too. Unprogressive, fascist, backward, criminal set of people. But they give themselves all this title. They call their Bukwari Mr. Integrity. So this is it. It's always the opposite though, right? It was 4 years ago. Now, another clip that has shown up is the one where Tinubu categorically said, as the president of Nigeria, he will hand over Edo back to them. Here is part of it.
You know me well. Yeah.
This was last night, right? When currently in Edo State, it is now the Edo citizens, Edo people versus Obaseki. The same younger people who mostly have no political party, but decided to follow him and ensure that Ushiomo Ole's attempt of becoming a godfather like that, like Tinubu, never materialized in Edo State. Now, those people have now said that even though it's like they are divided, but they are divided into two now, Labour Party and PDP. Obaseki wants to be the godfather now. He is the godfather now. Okay? While those who expected so much from Obaseki, and they've now discovered that he is a total flop. All talk, no action. For real. Some Edo people go fight you. But don't panic. If you see any Edo person that is in any way trying to defend Obaseki, don't panic. Nobody say they love Edo. They have direct or indirect benefits from Obaseki's failed government. So they will disagree with you. It's okay. Some of you are watching me here right now. You be Obaseki's. Did you know where Edo State was when Obaseki? Do you know that Edo State is paying the highest minimum wage? And all of that nonsense you will tell yourselves, right? But like I said, don't panic. So right now it's not between those who stood against godfatherism versus those who stood against godfatherism then. Now you see those who stood against godfatherism back then, right? They are now backing another failure that is now his own godfather. So as they are tearing themselves apart, they are now telling themselves, hey, it be like say APC go just put the surprise why you are, you know what I mean? Like now this video popped out yesterday.
You know me well. Yeah. You know I am sure money well. We are still going to fight further. Don't worry, we are with you. You will not walk alone. One thing I can show you is this. Do you want Edo back? Yeah! As the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will give Edo back to you. Edo will turn to a beautiful, if not more beautiful than Lagos, will be equal to Lagos. Be assured.
If it's not beautiful than Lagos, AB equals Lagos. Yeah, they don't write down. So now we don't get your PVC. The Tinubu that you rejected his his message 4 years ago. He is now the president. So I want you to just know, Sha, that when you wake up in the morning after the charade in November, and the person where all of you least expects will then be declared your governor. And guess what? All of them will come back to the trenches and say, you go on join others to say you want to rescue Nigeria from Tinubu. I'm just laying it bare. The leader of the Democrats, do you want a do back? As you president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will give you the Edo back. It isn't a joke.
You know me well. Yeah. You know I am sure money well. We are still going to fight further. Don't worry, we are with you. You will not walk alone. One thing I can show you is this. Do you want Edo back?
As the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will give the door back to you. And then we turn to a beautiful, if not more beautiful than Lagos, will be equal to Lagos. Be assured of that.
Be assured of that. I will give Edo back to you. Like, what the heck? And some of you are actually getting ready to go and do election, Abi. Don't worry, Maiyegun. He said, don't be Lagos. Baba, me worry. Me worry. You see, worry as part of my bio. Worry care. Happy, I am actually like putting everything forward before you. Allow you to tell me, we will deal with it. Then, the day will come, you will be dealt with. Guess the videos I will be getting. Mostly will be videos of, hey, see what they are doing, yo. See what they are doing, yo. Help us, oh. Help us in Okomoko. They are killing us, oh. They are carrying ballot paper. No election here, oh. And then the following day, they will announce the winner. All those places you will make the videos. I will get the videos. I will share them here. And all of these are just to help me prove to all of you every day of my life why the contraption will never work. And that is not because of me. It is mostly because of a lot of you who have no idea or purpose, so to say, other than what you are presented, the card you are dealt. And what do you want us to do now? At least you know that they have the army. They have it's the same story all the time. And after this one, you get ready for another one. Before it, you brag. Maiyegun, this one is not the same. Last, some of you, after you have exhausted all of your brags, all of your rants and the rest of that, when you don't see anything to rant about anymore, you turn to me. Yeah, people blame me sometimes for why they are unable to defend themselves, why they are unable to face their criminal leaders. Yeah, grown-ups, they come here. What have you done? Every day, you never see anything good about Nigeria. Why don't you come back home and that's me. Man, the Nigeria government should arrest this guy because it is me that is making the decisions that ruined their economy, that make them so unimportant, irrelevant, even though they are citizens. They're supposed to be citizens, right? So irrelevant that they can't determine or decide who lead them. So when they exhaust all of that, then they come back to me. They are here. And there are others that will be like, are you trying to mock us? Are you saying that you are better than us? Is it because you are living abroad? Is it They always come back here. But guess what? They are enablers themselves. They will participate in a charade. They know it's a charade. They will be told openly that their votes will never count. But guess what? They're not born them well. When they try, they go see, they go share, yeah. Then they will try it. They will try it. Then we begin to call on the United Nations. United Nations, come and help us. So, and then all of us go back to that one that we say, one day. Maiyegun, don't worry. Maiyegun, I understand you, but one day, people go vexed. I don't grow beer with white. See, white beer don't they appear for my beer. Since they already tell me, say one day. Even me say believe say one day. Kulima loba you now. You know, if they go on like this, like people must have their own breaking point. Nigerians are believed to be the kind of people that can take anything. They will tell you that the day we are going to vex, the day we are going to error you. Because the real day they vexed I mean, the real day we expect them to vex should be like a national vex, right? And they robbed them. Then, it was like, you will see one of these. I'm like, okay, yeah, we are waiting. While we are waiting for those who have been like those voluntary slaved and those forced slaves and all of that in that entire contraption, and their slave masters playing hide and seek, playing blame game, and all of that, ruining and rigging their institutions. Nothing actually really exists with credibility anymore. Everything these guys have touched has turned to dust. But people still believe that they can build mansions from that dust. Like, demolish your house, demolish everything. And they just believe that, well, everything is demolished. I'm homeless now. I am strong-willed that one of these days, we are going to use the dust to rebuild the place back. And that's exactly what many of them are waiting for, unfortunately. It is a lawless place. Rogues from local government to state to federal, rogues from ministry to parastatals to department, institutions rotting. And it is just like all man for himself, so to say. Why participate in something that is already predetermined? And to change that, people have to die. Why do people have to die? Because they are participating in an exercise to choose who will lead them. Then I ask myself most of the time that why do people put themselves through all of this? Why? So talking about an eruption, last night, for those who have been following the development in Kenya, things have gone really, really out of hand right now. It is obvious that the government of Kenya is in panic mode. The poster boy of the West in Africa, William Ruto, has been peeing his own pants. I mean, things have gotten so bad that the most publicized speech that he gave last night was not even written by any employee of his. They had to go and use Gawk, Abina Chat GPT or so. You know that robot that can help you write speech. No wonder the robot kept repeating anarchy, treason, treason, and treason. So from all the videos you saw during the day yesterday, afterward, they moved in their soldiers who went to another state, right? And as we speak, over 150 people have been killed, including women and children. One Olori Bruku, typical Nigerian, was on Facebook yesterday when we were having that chat yesterday. And guess what he said? He said, I am in Kenya right now. Why do you say there are dead bodies lying in front of the parliament? I am in Kenya now. There is no dead body here. Police have not shot anybody. Typical Nigerian. Unfortunate souls. It has now been confirmed that more than 160 people have actually been killed between yesterday afternoon and this morning. It's like a food. I'll show you a few videos, but I can't show you those bloody ones. Go on Facebook, okay? At least all of you should have your own socials, right? Go on Twitter, go on Facebook, type in Kenya protests, or better still, hashtag reject finance bill 2024. You will see videos. So the vandalism sort of has escalated all over the country. The shootings are not just in Nairobi anymore. Okay, they have moved to Mombasa. They have moved. This is another one there called Angono, Githurai. Do I pronounce that right? Let me see it again. Right. I'll show you the clips. in one of the hospitals, taking in bodies of those rushed there. I'm talking about those who are already killed. They put this up. 157, a tag on a corpse. Now, there are more yet to be discovered, right? They said that the protesters were looting. That's not true, right? The police, to make it valid why they are bringing in police, military, right? The policemen started breaking into stores. Some of them were caught like this. You see the image on the left? Those were supposed to be the anti-riot policemen making away, caught on a, on a camera, right? Making away with a smarter TV. You see the picture on your right? This was where they placed 2 snipers, 2 shooters, right? Overseeing the National Assembly complex. And from the reports, out of those killed, 3 or 4 of them had their brains blown up. And that is believed to have been the impact of the gunshot from the snipers from a very far away. Women are already cursing. They are out. Like, I'll show you part of that today. But the man that once told the Kenyans that Kenya is protected by God has now been confirmed to be a murderous. Add the rest to it too. Ruto, during the campaigns.
Power is transient, and the people of Kenya will overcome. We will not submit to your threats and blackmail. We will not bow to you. We will not worship you. We worship the living God in heaven. We worship no human being.
It was their favorite. How did they lose all of that goodwill in 2 years? I have an answer. He befriended the West. Everything he rejected with Kenyans, these young Kenyans that are now protesting, everything he rejected with them. Everything he made them believe that were, were against their future. And they believed him. He went on to befriend them. Started taking more taxi. Started taking more loans. Editing their tax collection. Like he upped their taxes. Over taxation. People said no. Ruto said, fuck all. And right now, he's now calling the same people that thought they were standing behind somebody who was against the establishment. He was a lawyer that stands for human rights. This guy was, from his record, they said this guy was doing pro bono cases for poor people. But he's also a friend of the rich. Not that he was poor himself. He's part of them. But he presented himself as somebody who has much sympathy towards the poor or the ordinary people in Kenya. And they believed him. About 2 years after, he is now killing them. People are asking him to continue to show strength. There are military everywhere. Let's go to Kenya quickly before we come back to Niger. By the way, that first video is one of the youth smoking the tear gas. As much as a lot of people have seen that video gone viral, that is so dangerous. It is smoking tear gas.
They are shooting.
Live bullets in Githurai, live bullets. Thika Road is closed. Thika Road has been shut down. They're shooting live bullets. Automatic machine gun fire. There's automatic machine gun fire. That's a convoy. That's a convoy that you can see in front of me of several military vehicles and some fire trucks. They're approaching Githurai roundabout. The road has been closed for some time. We just got out of town. It's all locked. There's drama. Kenya's on fire.
Hakuna kitu nimefanya nini? Hakuna kitu nimechoma. Sasa niko na risasi. Hizo. Live bullet. Hizo. Amenipiga risasi for nothing. Kama hazina ni gari mimi niko kitu nimefanya mimi. Hakuna. Tunapigania peace. Lakini amenipiga risasi gapi? 1 2 3 happy. I'm ready to die because of Kenyans. I'm ready to die. They want to kill me. Come and kill me. I'm ready to die, man. Mimi niko na wote nitakufa siku moja. Siku moja ndio nitakufa, siogopi kukufa.
What?
Ishwara analia mahali sasa hivi.
Hata uchungu mwingi sana wakati hii. Afadhali mungenipeleka pale kwa mili ya watoto ya mama.
They moved military to some neighboring states, sort of, right? County and all that. They moved them in who are very close to Nairobi, right? But in Nairobi, the shooting was done during the day, okay? And when the policemen needed justification for some of this as well, they started breaking into shops, opening them up. Shops that are already shut, they started opening them up, right? Looting them. They are attracting other members of the protesters to join them so that they can use that and say, well, this is it now. We are declaring a national emergency. And they did declare a national emergency. But for these women, you may not understand the language, okay? They were practically just saying, Ruto is a murderer, and they wish that his plane will catch fire, among others. Watch this.
Mili ya watoto ya mama. Watoto ya Ruto wamekufa. Munasuia wabunge 28. Munaua watoto 500. Hiyo moyo nani atalipa? Ama damu ijatosha kukunywa na Ruto duniani? Hajatosha damu. Alitumaliza Eldoret. Mimi ni mmoja wa kumalizwa Eldoret. Tena anatufuata mpaka huku. Lakini ni ubaya yetu sababu tuliambia na hatukusikia. Ruto aambiwe finance bill si kubwa kuliko watoto. Yes. Finance bill si kubwa kuliko dunia. Kabisa. Na ajue sasa hii ni mwanzo. Hajawamaliza. Wako uhai na wamebaki wengi kuliko wale ameua. Hasikii hata huruma aone watoto ya watu wa jamani. Ruto ni nini anataka? Msimuniambie hata nyinyi.
Anataka tuishe.
Si ana uwezo wa kusema now finance bill isiende na hiyo vita ikuishe. Anasema iendelee. Naye wabunge wananunuliwa kama wanawake. Wabunge ya Kenya wamekuwa wanawake. Si tafadhali tuvae suruali sisi wa mama. Mimi nimesikia uchungu surely. Mimi hata tafadhali muniue muache watoto.
The young generation.
Tafadhali mtuue sisi wase. Mmetuashia nani? Sasa huyo kijana amekufa hapo. Mama yake amewashwa na nani? Ama baba yake. Akituua ataongoza nani shaitani? Ngoja niwashe kuongea. Mungu ni ambaye ninaomba. Uchomee Ruto dege juu. Ungoja uonge. Mungu ninaomba.
I'm so disappointed with this government. Yale tumeona leo hapa Kenyatta ni mambo ya maajabu. It's like a massacre to our children. Ruto, why are you killing our children? Kwa nini unaua watoto wetu, Ruto? This is a massacre for our children. You have decided to kill our children. You will also die one day. Our prayer, we were not voting for you to come and finish us. Umetumaliza na njia zote, Ruto. Umetumaliza kibiashara. Umetumaliza na kila kitu. Watoto wetu hawasomi. Tunakuja hapa hospitali. NHF umetumalizia. Hatujui unataka kutupeleka wapi, Ruto. But one thing I would tell you, I will address you as Ruto. Wachana na watoto wetu. Demonstration ya watoto wetu, it was peaceful. Awache watoto wetu wa demonstrate na wasikize. Finance bill hakuna kitu inamaanisha kwa hii nchi. Sio hiyo kubwa kuliko sisi, ama sio kubwa kuliko wazazi ama watoto. Kwa hivyo aseme no, we are saying no to that financial bill. Hatuitaki. Ajue hivyo watu wote hawaitaki, na si ukabila, sio Mkikuyu ama Mjaluo ama Mluya ama Mkamba ama Mtaita. Ni sisi wote tumesema no to the finance bill. Ajue hivyo. Thank you very much. Anapiga watoto wetu risasi kama wanyama. Vile tumeona Kenyatta National Hospital today. I don't know what to say. It's just a massacre for our kids. Hiyo ni massacre ya Kenya. Hiyo ameanza massacre Kenya. Na pia yeye ajue pia yeye ni binadamu na hata yataenda chini. Hiyo sasa ndio tunamwombea kwanza. Aende. Tuliambiwa na Uhuru tutalia, na ni kweli leo tunalia. Uhuru alituambia na leo tunalia. Aende huko kwao.
Ya watoto ya mama. Watoto ya
Mothers came out to speak in that very strong video that you watched. Why are you killing our children? Why are you massacring Kenyans? We didn't vote for you to come and kill our children. You too will die someday, right? What about your children? You're protecting your children. You keep your children away. All of you are keeping your children away. And then you are sending your army and all that to kill our children. I love that. And that's a very powerful message. I hope the world is watching, indeed. I hope the world is watching. Because one of the military guys or the policemen they sent out to clamp down on the protesters, right? He didn't know his own brother was among the protesters. They were shooting, they were doing all they were doing. And suddenly he realized that his own brother is one of those killed. He lost it right away. He resigned right on the protest ground. I'll show you. That's how horrible the effect of all of this. Every minute is claiming its victim. People are being intimidated. Kenyans are being told, don't burn your country by other, voluntary slaves from other African countries, especially Nigeria. Kenyans, don't listen to Nigerians that are supporting you online. No African country is going to take refugee. I want with a refugee. We know the IDP. Millions of refugees, 140-something million refugees. Una be refugee in your own country anyway. So yeah. So they are already spreading the fear, the same fear that the Kenyan politicians are spreading. Baba. The voluntary slaves in Nigeria are finding means to drop it inside. Obey your leaders. Don't listen to this or that. Anyway, the victims are piling indeed. And I feel sorry for this guy. He broke down. He dropped all his whatever, and he was like, no, I'm done. That's my brother. Why? Why would we do this? Among others, right? So let's go back to Kenya again. There's actually one I needed to tell you. And that one is that while we were watching the peaceful protesters yesterday being shot at, blood everywhere, then they took over the parliament. You know what else happened? The lawmakers, how did they escape? Why did the people breach the barrier and broke into the parliament? It was because despite weeks of protest, online and offline, telling these politicians not to pass this law, this IMF-backed policy, please don't pass it. You're going to push 40% Kenyans into poverty. Don't do this. While they were outside, the lawmakers or the lawbreakers, the criminals inside the National Assembly of Kenya, Baba, they passed the bill. So it was now for them to go and give it to Ruto to sign. That was when the protesters broke the barrier and they gained access in. They didn't steal, they didn't loot anything other than their food. The one they found at their cafeteria. Seriously, food. That's the most they took. But how did the lawmakers escape? Some of them who could run managed to get through an underground tunnel under the National Assembly. Others, they hid inside ambulances to escape. But while some escaped, some were not so lucky. Now watch this.
Tajua mjui. Tajua mjui. Munabebwa na ambulance. Munabebwa na ambulance. Munabebwa na ambulance. Tajua mjui. Tajua mjui. Tajua mjui. Tajua mjui.
Chaka bwana. Mimi ni Reverend Dennis Mtambo Pasweti, mchungaji wa kanisa la Sameta Mission PAG. Nimefurahi kuingia hapa bungeni siku ya leo. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker sir.
Nichukua uniform nipelekea polisi. Niwaambia kutoa kitrai. Publicly. Because of nonsense ya bullets. Kutoa kitrai. Good work, Dad. Good work, Dad. Good work, Dad. You even killing your own. Killing your own. Yes. But you don't need no, kill their own. See what the government is doing to you. The government is not here. You're killing your own brothers, your own family members. Let's go to Kenyatta Hospital. Let me back from the sea. This is my blood. Then I just take the uniform off and give it to police. Let's go. Hello? Hello? Hello, Ethan. Buya? Buya? Buda teko risasi.
But I survive.
Hospitali yake yeye hata ngochi kamera ndikitika nduhu nitaonekana kwa video hapo kwa katika niko kama mwana wetu na asili nawaambia tu zaidi ilikuwa hospitali gani? Labda tuliza ambulance. Tuliza ambulance. Kuja tu.
So you saw that. That was from Kenya. A lot is happening right now that we are here catching up on what happened earlier. So definitely we're going to go back to Kenya later this evening as well, because I have just been told that Ruto, despite those bragging yesterday, is not considering signing the bill. And if he doesn't sign it, then it's worthless. And all of this could probably just go away. And Kenya, this time around, Ruto would have to tell Kenyans that he's terminating all of this bromance between himself and this Western puppets. You know what they said about World Bank and IMF? World Bank and IMF don't put out fire. They set it. And that is why when you relate with them, except for this, your greed, the African leaders or dealers, World Bank is of no good to anyone. From the time immemorial, they've never been. They will never be. They do not put out fire. Whether it is the fire on insecurity or fire on economy, fire on your purchasing power and all that. IMF, World Bank, whatever they offer, Bill Gates and co, whatever they offer, they are not offering them to put out a fire. It is actually to set up a fire. Let's talk about fire. When last night, there is this report that there was a bomb blast in River State. It is not a political bomb blast or real bomb, or just call it an explosion. This lady reported that. Hear it. Let's go back to River State, Nigeria now.
If you recall, earlier today, being Tuesday, the 25th of June 2024, we made a call from the River State government alerting all medical facilities, both public and privately owned facilities in the state, about a failed attempt to detonate an explosive at the Hotel Presidential axis of the state. The reason for that was for them to be vigilant with a heightened sense of alert and high index of suspicion should any individual present at any of the medical facilities with an injury suggestive of a traumatic amputation of an upper limb. And so following from that call, our medical facilities in the state were on a heightened sense of alert. And so when a young man was brought to the River State University Teaching Hospital with alleged injuries sustained during what was said to be a road traffic accident, the medical personnel that were on hand to examine him and offer medical care were on alert and immediately recognized that the injuries that were seen on this individual were not in tandem with a road traffic accident and rather resembled injuries that would have come from blast. The individual was taken to the theater for immediate resuscitation because as at the time he was brought in, he was semi-conscious. But the medical personnel did the needful and immediately informed the River State government, immediately informed the Commissioner for Police in River State and the River State Ministry of Health about the presence of that individual in the facility, even when providing emergency medical care to revive and resuscitate him. He is currently stable. We are working in tandem with the River State Police Command, and so the hospital has been fully secured. The premises and the perimeter have been fully secured. The patient is undergoing current medical treatment. He is stable, and the police is doing their own part with carrying out the necessary investigations. And so in this manner, we just seek to inform the public that this is the update following the earlier events of today in Port Harcourt. Thank you. Several individuals brought the patient. One is still with him, and all the others immediately found their way out of the facility. But of course, like I said, we are working with the Nigerian police force, and they will be carrying out their own investigative role. Thank you very much.
Bomb blasts or a blast. They had they got an intel that some people are planning to bomb some health facilities in River State. And then later in the day, okay, it's supposed that the victim of a blast was brought into the emergency room, but was presented as somebody who had a car accident, roadside accident. Anyway, bomb. They don't bring bomb into this now. If you are watching me from River State, I advise you, wakajejeo. I don't know the language or the slang when they tell people to be careful. In rivers, boy, which language they use? Wakajeje is pretty much like universal. Wakajeje, because one of the militants in River State who took amnesty deal, like Asari Dokudong, has now been declared wanted. He is on the side of Fubara, and I think it's because of a video he made. Asabuja is his name, and he's currently telling all those former local government chairmen in River State, "Una go see what they look for now," and police don't want that. They say it's because of this video.
Today will be Monday, 17th, sure? Today is 17th. Yeah. So they go take over. The local government, not already. Waiting the Faga, also Omeva, we don't ready to fight with sin, to work with sin, to help sin for River State to grow. Now our duty. Enough is enough now. You don't too much. One man no go get everything. On another they see the suffer. Police chief, on another they see the suffer. The DSS, on another they see them. Make we just they cry for hunger. And I don't see how hunger they. And I say we keep quiet. We go die for suffering and smiling. We get things. So many mineral resources, oil, everything. We they suffer for few politicians. Just they intimidate. They do so many things. Greedy ones. Selfish. And I say we keep quiet. No. DSS, police, I beg more than no verse. We they stand, they fight for our right. I beg more than no verse. I no go stop. I never kill anybody, and nobody go kill me. But if you come to kill me, I go kill you. If you come to fight me, I go fight you. If you say that me and you are ready, I no go back. But sin, we go work with sin. We go follow sin. I don't give signal to my soldier to all the 23 local government. we don't take over. Now my commander for Faga, we don't take over. Asabuja commander, all of them, everybody, I don't give order. Ogoni, they there. Solomon, they were there to be in duty. He know what to do. As a member of MEND, movement of Niger Delta, we no go run for this country. We no go run for this state. In our state, we go join her and build the state well. We no go run. All those bad egg, bad fish, bad chicken, bad fowl, bad goat, we go push them come out. We go keep them one corner. If you talk, na trouble. You no talk, na trouble. Make we die in silence. No. We no go die in silence. No. We go die in silence. No. I am in charge. Anti-bunkering, pipeline, all I am in charge, south. Now me they in charge. We don't come back to go support the government of Rivers State. Escort the caretaker. All the caretaker with the escort on them. Immediately they go all the council. If I no get soldier, no be 6,000 soldiers, no be 10,000 soldiers. I get enough. So anybody when they come where they say they come my house, prepare to kill people. Prepare to beat everybody because it go beleful us. Human rights active make on wake up. A word is enough. Lawyers, judge, magistrate, masses, mama, papa, men on wake up. Make we fight for our own thing, for things we will get. We no go wrong. I beg you, don't too much. Make the old people come out for seats. Make them come out, make the new people take over. Somebody there, they ask governor if them born and well. If them born and well, on a no talk. When we will talk, on I say why I go talk. If they ask number one citizen if them born and well. When we get there, they ask them if they born and well. Number one citizen, if they ask them if they born and well. No be insult. No be insult. You say make we keep quiet. How we go keep quiet? On I don't ask if she why go make that comment. Call our governor, Mumu governor. Call our Rotimi Abechi, so many names. Call Toyoko, so many names. Call Asari Dokubo name. If somebody will do the right headers, they stop people wasting order. Ah, no, you know good now. When you see bad thing, call them bad thing. With all the both they say your mama, will they go there? Will they go meet them? Will they escort them? Now we be the security of all the local government. Will they work with them to make Rivers State better place? And I know see how Lagos dey. To make Rivers State better place. Now my duty. Because if we scatter Rivers State, we are one run to. If we destroy the country, where we won't run to? Where we don't run to? So we go fight to make sure say Rivers State they wait in peace. We go fight against crime. We go fight against anything trouble, robbery, kidnapping, stealing. We go fight against them. We don't need them. We don't need robbery in this state. We don't need kidnapping. We don't need raping. We need peace in Rivers State. We need peace. The police will go support the former people, not bad police. Any police or any military, any force will support them, not bad people. You don't go see good to call them bad. If they support the bad government because they chop from them, because they eat from wicked before, you won't support them. What do they do they right? You don't come out for power. You still want to control who they power. Now so, no be so. Now so, no be so. You no go happen again. We no go green. We no go there for river. Soap they enter our eye. We no go there for ocean. Soap they enter our eye. They no be foolishness. Now foolishness. We no go green again. We no go green. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. Thank you.
That's how you see it. Just so you know, that character like that is present in every state in Nigeria, including Abuja. And they are always very next to the politicians in power. It's always like that. And let me tell you something. Somebody said, somebody was like, they make mouth. See, that's another thing about some of you, the keypad warriors. This is a real life issue. Those are terrorists, militant. Okay? If you are looking for a state in Nigeria with the highest level of a gun running, you will start from Rivers State. You see all these weapons that all these Fulani terrorists, all these Boko Haram are displaying and all of that, they are showing you in videos and you are seeing them with all of these things. They are pretty much like possibly toys in the hands of men like that. The corruption, the underdevelopment of that region has created for the politicians and people like himself an available market for army to recruit people into their squad. If he tells you that he has more than 10,000 people working for him, he is not lying. Asari Dokubo has more than 7,000 people that is kind of on his own payroll. He's not paying them. Nigeria is paying them. As much as he spoke all those stuff during Bokwari's time, Bokwari never stopped his own money, not once. So if somebody like Asari is drawing over 800 million, 700 million naira every month from Nigeria for amnesty, you see that guy that you are seeing there, right? Probably drawing more than 1 billion of that too. This is how they kind of keep peace in Niger Delta. In case if some of you have forgotten, you know, Stockholm syndrome. So don't laugh. It's not a joke. Whatever is going to go down, they could kill him, but that's not going to stop others like him to replace him. They're not going to miss him. Because there is market for it. There is demand for it. The criminal politicians are not creating opportunities that will make them gainfully employed. So they became an army of takers. They kidnap expatriates, they bomb oil installations and all of that. They stop construction of any project that if they don't pay them. That is the life there. It's the life of Omolile. You know what Yoruba call Omolile? Strong child. To survive in their midst, okay? You will fall into any of those camps to survive. Or else you are just a Jew that could become a regular victim, you know? So, because non-state actors, and Nigeria is a lawless place, the criminal politicians in Nigeria actually empowers them. And they do a lot to win them on their side. You will see people, they will tell you, Tompolo is now on the side of Fubara, he's finished. Wike is finished. Some will tell you, except until when so person, a terrorist too, they call them militant too, a terrorist too, they will say, if that person lives with a Wike, then I could believe say it's over. The person they are talking about is a criminal. But what kind of place? You saw him there, he's selling himself. We don't want robbery. We don't want violence. We want peace in River State. We do. He said, anywhere where there is no peace, can there be? They are the main reasons why there is no peace and there will never peace in Nigeria. Everyone has them. Every state has them. Fully sponsored and funded by the state resources. So some of them have the connection of their state. They can still get connection of Abuja. These guys have the direct phone number of the police IG, the head of a military dis, the police commissioner, on a speed dial. Then they beg them, the Nigerian police and all of, they will do meeting. They will go and have a meeting with them. They call it peace meeting with those guys because of the kind of weapons they possess. The day they said they announced amnesty under Yaradua, when this Niger Delta militants started bringing out themselves from the creek, even the Nigerian army, around the time, they had to be like, what the heck? Yes, in case if you have forgotten, 2008, 2009, Yaradua, amnesty for Niger Delta militants, come out from the creek, including people who say people don't even hear their name before. People that nobody knew that they had their own group. I'm talking about over 10,000 different people who came out with weapons. When they draw the list, last, when the old amnesty program was to be concluded, over 200,000 young people will have to be drafted into the amnesty program of Niger Delta so that Nigeria can continue to pump crude oil and sell crude oil. Now, they've declared him wanted. He's on the side of Fubara, where Wike is in Abuja. And there are many others too like that. So if he's going to go down, don't laugh. It's not a joke. So I'm going to stop by in Lagos, where, this rain, people have been having a flood problem. Everywhere flooded. Abuja, Abeokuta, Lagos. But most of them are man-made, poor infrastructure, and on and on. The negligence, so to say, poor management. Watch this video of a flooded road and an unhappy driver. Then the adjoining video shows you the cause. And this is the mega city of Lagos.
Man, what kind of rain is this? This is not rain. I don't think this is rain. This is Freedom Way traffic lights. Are you? Where be this? What do you mean that bus stop? What do you mean that bus stop? Ikate bus stop. They say this is Lekki. They say this is Lekki. It's not a Lekki. My dear, make I escape before the boys them go wheeling my motor. Man, truly, this is Lekki. What's going on? What is going on? The express is blocked complete. Omo, and yet rain never starts. Rain never starts. We go still see rain. Wow. What's going on? Wow. Like you thought something definitely wrong. I don't think this is rainwater. I don't think.
So if was rain today now, that's from where they wake up. If was rain today now, please go move your hand. Okay, my hand na money. I said you remove your hand. Let I remove my hand. Hey, that's deep.
Niyo. Hello.
Wait.
What am I now?
But let us see, take and push this one.
Hey. Reki yẹn ti lọ. Má jẹ́ kó máa lọ, má dìbò kan mọ́. Hello. Má jẹ́ ní ti má. Reki yẹn ti lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n tí mò ń bá wí. Ẹyà ẹ kí n máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ kí n máa lọ. Ẹ máa tún wá jábí báyìí náà. Oya ìyá rẹ́kì yẹn kọ́. Ó ti lọ. Ẹ máa mú ẹ lọ Mr. Man. Ẹ bọ́ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yìí. Oya ẹ máa sọ́wọ́n báyìí náà. So ẹ máa lọ já ẹnu yẹn náà. Hello. Má bọ̀ sínú ẹ o. Ẹ máa bọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́. Má bọ̀ sínú ẹ o. Ká tó já bíbá yìí náà. Oya, lábọ̀ díẹ̀ wáyé. Ìgbà tí lè já ẹ̀, ó máa drop, ó máa tì í tó kù wá ni. Ẹni sùúrù ẹ tún já ilé yìí náà, a máa lọ já ẹnu yẹn. Igi yẹn kọ́ láti. Fọ́fà láti mọ́ra.
Ẹ ṣáà máa bomi lọ, ẹ má bọ́ gbàrà lọ. So yeah, that's them trying to manually see what they could do to free the channel blocked with indestructible polythene bags, plastic bags, and waste and all that stuff. Since the water was not moving through the channel, so the entire road is flooded. Yes, it is true. Dangote Refinery is on fire. I beg, who understand that kind of drift? I'm going to give you more. I'm going to go find out more, okay? But yes, I have an evidence that indeed, we don't know the details yet, but I'll show you the video soon, okay? So let me take a quick break. I'll be back in a minute.
If Tinubu wins,
all of you are going into joy. That is God has spoken.
Just
let it go live. Let it go live as spoken. Just the way I've said it. Let me say it in English so that they won't understand. Okay, sir.
If Nigerians vote for APC,
Nigeria
will sink. In poverty And the economy will be in shambles. If the government of APC continues, Nigeria will suffer extraordinary. I'm not in support of anybody. As a matter of fact, I don't vote. And I will never vote. I am telling you that we have never seen Archie before. Then this is when we now experience more Archie. We will be sick, the economy will be sick. I'm not saying anybody should like me. If I bring a letter to you tomorrow, if I bring an appeal fund to you, don't give it to me. But that is what the Lord have said. And I stand, and that's why I make the pronouncement. This is a prophecy.
It's not much more.
C'est fini. So, this afternoon, while we are here, the breaking news: Dangote Refinery on fire. Kilo tu fa fire by Ituri Olong. Refinery will never start to work. Refinery will never refine 1 single liter of petrol. Kilo happen gong no. Stories around this Dangote Refinery scam is actually going to be one big thing when the sheets around it finally hit the fan. They said Dangote secured money from the European Union. They were going to give him 3.5 billion euro to build a refinery. He did a presser, all of that. Then the story changed 2 years later. No, they were not borrowing him money anymore, because Nigeria has no good credit. Then Bokwari stepped in. Nearly $10 billion of Nigeria money was ferried through this man for this refinery. They said once the refinery is completed, Nigerians will have 20% stake in their refinery. So the money they gave him, he could keep it. But he was to pay back 80% of that money, which according to report is over $5 billion. Emefiole came out and said Dangote had paid back 70% of that money when he had paid no shishi back. Then the day they said they were launching it is already completed, where Bokwari was there the second time launching it. They told us, they said, the refinery of Dangote doesn't mean that your petrol is going to be cheap in Nigeria. That wasn't what you told the people. So the story kept changing. Then they said, Dangote Refinery will be getting, initially they said Dangote Refinery will be getting crude oil from Niger Delta in Naira, not in dollars. Then the story changed again. They said, Dangote Refinery will now be collecting its crude oil from Texas, America. How ni crude oil in Texas is cheap with crude oil by yes, sir? Now, how could the crude oil in Texas be more cheaper than the crude oil from Bayelsa? Dangote Refinery ni. Then they came up with another story. The reason is because Bokwari has already sold the license for the future oil prospects in Nigeria. So Dangote no fit get crude oil from Nigeria again. That's why the refinery is not yet working. They kept lying to the people. They kept lying, robbing them. I came here, I said, from what I found, I haven't been there, but from those who have been there, those who worked inside that place, those who participated in its construction, they came out and said, with what they have seen or they participated in, the refinery, if they want it to work, it will never start working at all until 2026. It was 2 years ago. It sounded so ridiculous then. How could you say that? Don't you wish Nigeria well? Say, that's what I heard. It's not about what I wish. It is what I heard. Now, they would have to prove for those people saying those things wrong. Prove me wrong. Turn on the refinery. Start refining product. Let's see it. No. People who said that Dangote Refinery will cut down the cost of fuel in Nigeria, they gave him license to import fuel. Can you even imagine that? Refinery has the license to import refined crude oil. What the heck is going on? Then they hired people in the media telling people every now and then, to the point that people have actually, they are tired of hearing Dangote Refinery. Dangote is a pure scam at a national scale. They wrecked Nigeria in the name of Dangote Refinery. I don't think you know. I don't think so. Then Kolu came in, appointed Dangote as part of his economic team, the team to revive Nigeria economy. They invited people that sabotaged Nigeria economy, destroyed Nigeria economy, brought it to our knees as it is right now, borrowed money that they never paid back, bankrupted Nigeria. They are now those who are now coming together, advising Tinubu on how to revive the economy. It makes me sick to my stomach. Now, why people were waiting? Waiting for Dangote Refinery. Now we have the news. It's on fire. Dangote Refinery on fire. Help me now.
Mr. D, yeah, gas plenty. You outside going first. You not coming this side. You this side going first. All member outside first. I'm the controller right now. Till the main controller will come, I will the controller. Already Malu. But something already here now. First is already there. Yeah, see this side now. You see?
So without smoke that you just sent there, how long do you think Dangote will now give them in Nigeria that his refinery is going to start working? How long? If you have to calculate by the smoke and the thickness of the smoke and all of that, how long do you think the refinery is going to start working now? 2026. I mean 2020. Last week, this guy was complaining about a cabal. He said the reason why the refinery is not working is because some cabals in the oil sector, they are, hey, help me again, help me, all right? Dangote said there are some cabal in the oil sector, okay, that are fixing the price of crude oil so as to make it difficult for him. So turn on the engine of his refinery. And guess what? Person with the quota system billionaire, Omo Joba, is talking about cabal. He's talking about some goons in the oil sector. They don't want his refinery to start working. And he said they were fixing prices, Baba. Ibaoni IOC, the goon in Nigeria, IOC in Nigeria, what do they call them? Ibaoni want them to fix the price barrel of petroleum. Crude oil. When did the cabal in Nigeria started fixing the price of crude oil for the world? But there are educated people who believed him. I know it too. There must be some cabal in this country. You don't know. All these oil cabal, oil marketers, they are the ones disturbing Dangote. Maybe not them go set the refinery on fire now. Yelamatu deal with the December by it to your law. One true emperor. That's what we have to deal with now. I will go and find out more. Don't let me kind of stress it any further. I'll go find more. Find out more.
The great youth of Nigeria.
Great.
Yo. The great youth of Nigeria. Great. Yo.
yo, greater, yo. Nigeria till accident. Nigeria till the problem. Where do you think we can start from? To those of you who want to save Nigeria, give me an idea. Where do you think we should start from? I am actually interested. So we are not reading this afternoon. I'm going to open the line, right? And you have a chart, you have a chance to let me know that your beautiful idea of how to save Nigeria. Where do you think we should start from? Specifically, I will be back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello,
Do I still have you on, by the way? Hello.
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
Fantastic. How are you this morning, sir?
You're doing wonderful. Thanks for the thank you so much, Mr. Maiyegun. I mean, you can't. Oh my God, I just can't imagine how you sit and you come out with all these things. Oh my God, God will bless you. God will bless you. I mean, imagine Nigerians are on social media talking about Davido and Ishama wedding. Why? Oh my God, Louis. Oh no. No. I don't know what to say because come and be me. We kill our people in Shendy, celebrating the compare. Oh, I should war. Look at the clothes she wear. Look at what they do. Oh, that's so cute. And people are dying every day and suffering. Man, no empathy whatsoever. They just sit in that country, just going. It's not suffering and smiling no more. It's dead body they walk. And be that. That's what's happening in Nigeria. They are dropping dead every day, and you are worried about celebrity. They don't give a damn about you.
They watch the people who are part and parcel of what is wrong with them display and flaunt all of their wealth, and they love it.
Yes.
I mean, I saw them. Some of them were talking about Baba, money good almost money. Anything what you do for life, you need to get money. Money is good. I was like, see, Nigeria should help.
They were praying for Davido as if Davido have done something good in their life. I mean, you know, people not to you alone.
It is what it is.
The Kenyans are out there protesting against criminality.
Yes.
Please, I don't want to die. When are you not going to die? Well, let me let somebody else call. Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Like it. Everyone can do the same, right? You can call in and let out what you are actually feeling inside there. Okay. And that is why it is called the brunch time with Maiyegun. Here is another caller. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Go put my buy me a coffee link on. Oh, yeah, era coffee. Yeah, all right. How are you, Idris? Somebody said I should bring it up.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
What's going on?
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, Idris, sorry, please.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, brother.
Yes. Yes, sir. I was even trying to call yesterday, but I wasn't able to get through. So I said, oh, today I'm going to at least find my way through. Yeah.
This is now you.
Firstly, I would like to talk about the revolution that is taking on in Kenya. I would have loved it to just come to Nigeria like that, because there are people actually dying silently, and if you try to make a voice, they are going to clamp down on you. But I believe that they are not even much at all. We are much more than them. We are very much more than them. If we can just galvanize our conscience, all these articulators, the Abubaku, everybody, we should just come together as one, and we should fight this monster. Okay, now I'm going to pick more scenarios on what happened yesterday at there's this Chioma wedding and so on, like that. Yes. Okay, let me just talk about number one, the ethnicity part of it. Now, Davido is a Yoruba person. Chioma is a Igbo person. Now they are united now. The politician will not see this now. All these articulators, all these Barbarians, all these things, all these, they are not going to see that.
But the moment the issue of their lives comes up, then the Igbo, Yoruba, this and that.
No, even I saw the video where the president's son, I've forgotten his name, he came around. They were all jubilating. They were all jubilating now. But once it starts with election now, that is when they will know that Igbo, they are not part of them. Exactly. Like that. That is that, because I'm talking about everybody. Now that we should think now.
Some people will bring out cutlass.
Hey, everywhere. We are just managing it. That's why we have one trade emperor. Everybody. We know how to talk, but I can try to keep mouth and keep mutiny. So another thing I was talking about is, look at the way they how they are spraying money. They are coming. It is dollar now. EFC don't go after dollar. Now they are spraying money, Abby. But they kept some people. Although I'm not even concerned, because they do not die in their war. So Bobrisky can be in prison, but Kubana, or what's his name, can be spraying money, can buy his way. There's nothing like justice in the country. That is another perspective. The third perspective is, look, you can see how everybody is dying of hunger, and you can see how they are lavishing money. And there's people who say country, until we all think. Now, all through yesterday, VI everywhere was just blocked, just because of some top people they are celebrating. And yes, what our soldiers, I can see some soldiers, they were beating up some people just because they want to take a glimpse of what is happening. Everybody see Daru at Yawere.
Do you also see the video, Idris? That's my own highlight of the Chioma Davido day yesterday, as beautiful as it was, because I don't have anything against it. Okay, so to me, that's their beautiful day, beautiful couple. And
what is their beautiful day? I don't want to talk much about that.
However, outside, apart from the ones you said it from inside, the display of wealth, the flash, and all of that. It's me. I saw videos of, oh my dear, more or less like the same set of people that stopped people from voting, or those who said you must vote for APC in Lagos, the Agberos, the thugs. They were in their hundreds outside.
Of course, now.
Every guest that arrived, hailing them, asking for money, and all of that. And they were there for hours.
You know, Joe, inside the rain, yes. There's every downpour yesterday. There's every downpour yesterday. But oh Lord, God.
Speak out of that. Oh, Idris.
God.
Thank you.
So Maiyegun. All right, sir.
Have a good one, brother. I can take it easy. That is so true. That's what I picked out of the whole show. Like I said, it is not to kind of diss them. Okay, I know a lot of you have different feelings towards how people react, but it's just people, they will react. Okay, I have danced to Davido's music unconsciously. I mean, I said unconsciously. Like I've danced to his music subconsciously, like that, right? Whereby I'm just like, oh, that's a good tune. Oh, that sounds like, who's that? Say Davido, right? That's good. But let's leave out how we feel generally and taking it on them, okay? I wouldn't blame them anyway. But that doesn't stop you from reacting the way you want to react. Nigerians, this or that, that's fine, okay? But this that I saw yesterday, apart from the display of wealth and all of that, okay, was the fact that everyone could see everything that is wrong with us as a people. And those of them who mostly are also from that, this had backgrounds until they hit fame or hit money and the rest of that, or make money from politics and all that, right? Some of them saw those people. So me, I was seeing those agberos running after every car. Olamide Bado, running. I'm talking about whenever those arriving guests have to like drive for like, let's say 10, 15 meters space. Woo, they were running, praising them, asking for money. These were the same people. They were stopping people from voting for Obi in Lagos. Those who said Igbos should not vote in Lagos, or if you look like Igbo. But they were there begging, hustling, they called it. That was my own highlight. I don't know about yours. So, here. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Irumole.
How are you? Good afternoon, my brother. How are you, Maye? First, as usual, how are my children? How is Dangote? How are they doing?
Everyone's fine.
Happy birthday to my young man, Gary. I did very busy that day. I won't call him, but I just did busy. So, thank you for your good job day and night. Now I go pray. The point is, honey, Taban Gunyo, Ninodo, can't say that. Ninequepa, my any my yo, and it's you, and to my boy, and to my go. How on earth will people come out and masses like that under the rain just to attend? Fine, but I'm not against anybody celebrating their day. God knows my heart, you understand me? You understand me? I'm happy for them, you understand me? But at the same time, I'm talking about all these, my useless Nigerian brothers and sisters, the young ones, because they are so useless. If they are not useless, tomorrow they will be telling you, raise me 5K, raise me 10K, but they have, urgent 2K, urgent 5K, but they can afford to enter transport from wherever location they are down to that place, inside the rain, buy that on their phone, start taking pictures, start uploading all those things all over social media. If the Kenyan pieces are behaving that way, Baba, what is happening in Kenya in the last how many days now will not happen. I so much love the Kenyan people. I stood by them. I wish I'm a Kenyan. You understand me? Because why? But that is the only way you can test all these evil leaders. Me, I call them evil. They are all evil men and evil women. That is the only way you can tell them that enough is enough. You understand me? But you see, our Nigerian brothers, I'm not against them. They are celebrating, the same way they did. See what happened in Niger Delta. People are dying. That same Ojudoba that they are celebrating, they are spending money. Between me and you, there are people that will lost their life that day. There are people that will got kidnapped along that road that we didn't hear. Along that,
as long as it's not celebrating,
But once it doesn't affect them, you won't hear it anywhere. You understand me? Because they are going there, they have their e-logs, they have their Mufo and soldier guiding them. Well, why is it that we the masses, our mekuni not nǹkan bá ti ṣe àwa náà la máa forí kóyà yẹn gbogbo ìyà táwọn olóògbé fi ń jẹ àwa náà la máa lọ forí kó kí ló ń ṣe wá gan-an náà tó yẹ débi ń pè àṣẹ wa ní ọpọlọ kan rárá káàní nǹkan lọpọlọ mọ rárá ni bàbá. Then no people no fit come out in Lagos or even though Southwest alone, we can't see like 10,000 people coming out in this kind of condition. Hardship that is Nigeria. A friend of mine just came back from Nigeria 3 days ago. He was telling me that if you buy something, nǹkan tó cheap jùlọ ní Èkó jù sí. Òun ni àwọn tó ń ṣàgbèrè hook up ó ní hook up bàbá ń pé
kò ní kó tó expensive because
bàbá no
expensive it's not cheap.
bàbá ó lóun ló cheap ju oúnjẹ gan lọ sìn ó láwọn ìyàwó lé ó lóun ò believe 5k 10k nítorí kíni nítorí ebi. Bá Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú wọn o ní tèmi o Ọlọ́run á bá wọn ṣe o ẹni tó máa gbọ́ kó gbọ́ ẹni tí ò bá ní gbọ́ màá jíṣẹ́ the last but not the least let me pass this message all these Lagos Abobaku I hope they will come out when Davido and Chioma have their children and tomorrow if Nigeria is still existing and maybe Davido son or Davido that I want to come out and contest in Lagos. I hope they will not say, his mother is from Igbo, his father is a Yoruba.
No.
So come on.
You know that Davido is going to, they are pushing it to be a senator in 2027. You know that.
Okay.
In fact, that is why they invested so much in this marriage too. But like I said,
Baba, don't worry. Baba, don't worry.
It happened for Nigeria. Are you with me? So Davido won't contest for elections in Lagos State now. It's going to be Osun. And he's already been prepped to be either a senator or a rep. In fact, they're actually pushing him to be a senator. Just so you know now. And then in case he's qualified, he's a young guy, but he's totally unintelligent when it comes to public and all of this, other than, the usual. When it comes to the Nigerian system, right, it fits in very well. There's nothing all those rogues who are in there right now are doing that he can't do. Tell me what they are doing that he can't do. All he has to do is to appear and say he's a senator. That's it. And he will have maybe party time to ease, making it more fun at the time. But it is Nigeria. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Good morning. I wasn't even sure that you picked up the call.
I have.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for your talk this morning. As usual, very, very expository. I was just looking at Lagos and the rain and the filth and the disgust. I said, this is the Tinubu's bragging rights. The mega city. This is what he brags about. This is what he says that he has done for Lagos. And he beats his chest that, he's such a maverick when it comes to governorship. Look at Lagos. Disgusting, dirty, filthy. I don't even know where to start from. It was just like, because this is the land of my birth. That was where I was born. That was where I grew up. So I know what Lagos was before Tinubu came and, spread his evil tentacles all over it.
Trillions of naira, 25 years after, Lagos is worse. Except
Lagos is worse off.
So rich that they own islands inside the Lagos.
inside that same Lagos. You know,
that's the truth.
This Davido and Chioma business, you know, I think Nigerians, a lot of the Nigerian elites have perfected the art of telling Nigerians to F you. Yes, and they don't even know that they're being told that they should F off, right? You come in a country where you know, see, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. He's you know, for those people who listen to Davido and everything, he's a fantastic musician. He's doing his passion, right? But what I would respect is people who with their passion are able to, you know, empathize with the people, you know. And I know that he's never going to do that because he is part of the establishment, whether you want to agree with it or not, he's part of the establishment. So there will never be a point in time where he's going to stand up and say, you know, do right by these people, because saying do right by these people is him telling his own people, right? It's him standing, and then they will remind him, you know, where he's how do you put the hand that feeds the, don't bite the hand that feeds the, I've forgotten how they say it, you know.
Like they will say,
don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Don't forget your source, by the way. Don't
exactly
overgrown your own, you know, creator, so to say, you know.
Yeah, they will remind him. They will remind him where his origin. They'll give him his origin stories, and because he knows his origin stories, he's never going to be able to stand, you know, against them. It's going to take, you know, somebody with balls and courage to say, you know what, enough of this nonsense. And he's not about to do it. And how do I know he's not about to do it? That wedding that they did in Nigeria, the way they did it in Nigeria is a massive FU to the people. In case they don't know, all of those people running around, you know, putting their what they call it, their wedding videos and everything, and commenting and all the. And truly, somebody said it yesterday. When you go to, I think it was Martinelli, when you go to some of these, even just to pick a random, you know, random YouTuber, you know, around any of these social events in Nigeria, you see thousands and thousands of people viewing and commenting, and I'm like, look at Maiyegun telling you your story, telling you what you need to do to get out there and do something and change the trajectory of your life. Nobody is here. You know, nobody is here. Look at Kenya. Look at people dying.
Listening to somebody who tells them that nobody is coming to help them, they would have to do it themselves. So they would have other things that kind of take their mind away from their trouble.
Yeah, so Nigerians are perfecting, they're perfecting the art of escapism. They're escaping into a world, and only for them to return back into that same. Because yes, you can escape for how many minutes, but you still have to come back and so Gary, you can find Gary to is it not? You still have to, you know, come out of that that world that you escaped into, to still come and find out that, listen, the price of tomato has not changed. In fact, it got worse while you're escaping into another person's universe, by the way, right? So people, we just need to, you know, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. People talk about, oh, you know, is literacy. You were showing a Kenyan woman speaking, she wasn't speaking English. She was speaking her native language. They understand the impact of IMF on their lives, and they're saying they don't want it. So education is not a problem. It's that Nigerians have become docile, you know? And now, we, you know, again, let me touch on Dangote. Can we just all agree that this man is a failed businessman? He's not a businessman.
Without the national purse, he is not a businessman. Forget it.
He's not a businessman. He's just a charity case. You know, somebody who the government keeps on giving money to cover his failures. Now the refinery is on fire. And like you rightfully said, you know, somebody said, oh, they're sabotaging. They're not sabotaging him. He's doing it himself. That fire, they set it themselves, because one, that refinery is not about to do anything. Not even in the 2026 that is projected. Not even anytime soon is that refinery supposed to do any meaningful
work next month to July again. That's what they are saying. You know, they said by July it was going to start production. I say how? Now the fire. So that means
now the fire has started. You know, like there's so many inconsistencies in this contraction, right? And like you said, I don't think there's anybody with a right thinking brain that will call in and come and tell you how to save the country. The problem with Nigeria,
I'm waiting for them. You know, some of them they don't always crawl out, right? After we are all gone from here, they will start dropping comments, advices. Now I am here live. Let's start. So one of them even said, he said, let me say this, Chan. Yeah. There was one of these weirdos here, possibly watching me, right? He said, So if you break up Nigeria now, all these people that are one Nigerians and they are part of your new country, are you going to stop them from breaking away as well if they want to? Since you don't break away, you are Biafra. Now, if those people now say they don't want to be Biafra again, they want to be another country, are you going to stop them? Like, you see what we're talking about?
I beg, that one is that's what they call that logic. That question.
They always come here. The whole idea is that, listen, let us all just do our best and make this one work. Okay?
No.
So if you break up Nigeria now, it's going to break again. No. That one's to go break again. Alaye, let's break it first.
Let's break it first.
Or you come here and tell me where to start from fixing Nigeria. Don't stay behind your keypad. Pick up your phone and call me and tell me where to start.
Maiyegun, I mean, you've been doing this for a while. You've been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
You know that, first of all, Nigeria cannot carry on with it. Whatever this is cannot carry on because it is beholden to the wrong people. It is beholden to a lot of criminals home and abroad. The criminal establishment, the criminals inside. That entity is beholden to too many criminals. And that is one reason why it should be broken. That's why, because so that all of those tentacles that are holding it, right? You kind of like, neutralize it just by breaking up the country, first of all, right? And then anybody who is saying, okay, other entities will break up. If they want to break up, let them break up. Do you understand? Let them break up. At least they will have precedents of how to run a nation, for goodness sake. Nobody is saying that, we have to be bound together and everything. We can do it. What is this fear, sir? What is this fear that, we cannot do it on our own? We can do it on our own. We can do it by ourselves if we want to. It's not rocket science. We're not asking you to solve world hunger. We're just asking you to do basic good governance, which if you are a father in your own house, you do on a daily basis, unless you're a bad one. And then if you're a bad one, nobody's going to be entrusting anything to you anyway, right? Because people are going to have to agree and say, okay, we want such and such. There'll be criteria to choose leaders. There'll be criteria to choose people who will be, who will be in strategic places. And trust me that
something, Cham, right? A country that doesn't give you the right to choose your leader is not treating you as a citizen. You are just a slave. There's no pretense about it. Nigerians can't choose their leaders, no doubt. Even when they put up Shabe to pretend to want to, we all know that. So how come do you want to hold on to that? Why do they want to hold on to that?
There are some things I don't even say again. When I talk about citizenship, even when people call me and we talk about citizenship, I say, you're not a citizen. Nigeria is not a real place. It's not a real country. But when you have a real country, then you can start defining citizenship within that country, within that entity. Nigeria is not a real place. It has never been a real place. It's just something coupled together for the benefit of others. It was never for the benefit of the indigenous people of that region. It's for the benefit of a few and the establishment, right? And like we've already said, right? It is beholden to too many criminals. It is beholden to too many, evil influences. This is the logical conclusion.
Corruption now, Cham.
This is beyond corruption, right?
It's like they can't gang against the people mercilessly. This is criminality. It's not even just corruption anymore. This is not right. This is not.
And it is a kind of criminal madness, or madness of criminality that is going on in Nigeria. Because you are seeing the country walk backwards. Look at that person that you showed in River State. Look at the building around him, shanty. It looks like you're in a country where there's just no planning, no nothing.
Just came out of
rubbish. Just came out of. In fact, people will just assume that this is the first time people are seeing any kind of what they call it. They're seeing advancement or people who are advanced. This is their first interaction with advanced people, right? Because
civilization.
To come into civilization, thank you, right? Look at all the mess. Look at and you have leaders in today, 2024, almost walking our way into the 22nd century, right? And we are still backward, behind, everything. Listen, I don't know if there's anybody out there that wants to defend this entity. Please don't call in. Don't call in and come and defend this. It's indefensible.
I actually want them to. Sometimes, right? You will look at people, they are better off. You can see someone and say, oh my God, this person looks so calm, composed. They also look exposed as well as intelligent until they open their mouth.
Exactly, until they open their mouth. And sometimes you can forgive people for maybe not having the information, right? But when they open their mouth and you even listen and you know that they have information, but they are choosing to carry on in this, their, delusion, right? Then you know there's no hope for this person. And in fact, it's in your best interest not to interact with such a person before maybe their madness rubs off on you. So you just have to distance yourself.
Before you get contaminated.
Before you get contaminated. So let me go so that other people can call in.
I know. So I'll see you again then, all right? You have a good one, okay? So
you too. Thank you,
gentlemen. That's a charm. Okay. Hang on. No. Oh, did I just miss that? Hey, did I miss that? Sorry about that. Oh, it's like when you have 2-3 calls jammed together and then you're like trying to select which one and then boom, boom. It's unfortunate. Sorry about that. So if I kind of dropped your call, here is that caller though. Hello, Uncle
hello, Adeo.
Baba, hang in there for a second, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, we only have just about 20 minutes to go, or maybe 25 minutes max. So, if you haven't really liked the broadcast, I advise you do that now before you forget. And if you haven't shared it too, so let's listen to our caller. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun General. Wagbayi. Edo Dalo Ọlọ́run máa ṣe fún ẹ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ àti àwọn ẹbí ẹ ìyàwó ẹ gbogbo yín. Ọlọ́run bá láàánú á wà pẹ̀lú yín o. You're doing a good show.
Thank you, sir.
Àti jẹ́ta gan lèmi náà ti fún ẹ big pay, but at the same time, I'm on the queue. Mo pé wo wọlé jẹ́ to make the call myself.
And you know something? I picked one after charm, right? But I got confused because I saw like 2-3 numbers on the screen. I was like, which one is this?
Okay.
So I ended up having to take
Ọlọ́run rí inú mi ni. Màá gbọ́, wọ́n ní téèyàn bá lọ sí Mẹ́kà. Ó lọ gbàdúrà fọ́lọ́run tó bá padà wálé kò ní ṣe nǹkan màdàrú mọ́ á máa ṣe dáadáa kò ń ṣe tàwọn Nàìjíríà àwọn ẹmí àwọn yìí o wọ́n ti fún wọn 90 billion wọ́n ti ná tán so ìkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ṣe conference wọn ní about 3-4 days ago and they are still talking in Katsina. Buhari was there and one guy was lamenting that they didn't do anything for the Fulani. Why can't he ask Buhari sitting down there? He have Babangida phone number, he have Obasanjo phone number, he have everybody's phone number that will act. I'm not supporting Tinubu. Nigeria is not working, it will never work. If they give them 9 trillion to go to next Mecca or to go to Jerusalem, that's not the problem of Nigeria. But Nigeria have to divide. If they divide Nigeria, everybody will tackle their place the way they're cool.
How could anybody from northern Nigeria, a politician, a governor, sir, stand up and say
that's the way the blood talk.
Tinubu doesn't care about them. And
until about Kurolo Fogun Akpadanjo topic is for Golori show, but I love your show. Magbo, and your marriage, marriage. Rasaki àti Soji kan Ìyá Elizabeth òun náà tí wo bó ṣe máa ṣe fantastic marriage fọmọ ẹ Babangida ṣe marriage fọmọ ẹ ọmọ Buhari náà ti plan bó ṣe máa account Davido ó ṣiṣẹ́ owó ẹ̀ ni òun náà ti wá bó ṣe máa ṣe tiẹ̀ náà bó ṣe máa account gbogbo yẹn no problem ọmọ ṣe tán ọmọ rílé ni ìyẹn ò ṣe anything lójú tèmi but nǹkan tó ń happen ní Nàìjíríà ni pé wà láìtàláì small bill ìlàsíláì wà ọ̀yìn máa dìde ìjà Nàìjíríà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo ń gbọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ tó sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá mo like bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ so much ó tún wá sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní pé àwọn lọ sí airport ni pé èèyàn kan ti ń pe òun nǹkan ọkọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àwọn náà máa jà fúnra wọn àwọn máa jà fúnra wọn náà ni àwa náà máa jà fúnra wa because ó mọ̀ kan tó máa happen we are all Nigeria ó mú pálí Nigeria dání ó sọ̀rọ̀ like Nigeria you are in Nigeria òun lọ sí America wọ́n harass ẹ òun lọ sí Hong Kong wọ́n harass ẹ òun lọ sí kinní kan harass ẹ so olúkálùkù mìíràn wọn bó ṣe máa dìde lórí ẹ ni but gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà ni àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù náà rí torí gbogbo àwọn tó náà lọ tò síbi tó ti ṣe marriage tó lọ sí kinní yẹn kò ní pàwọn náà fẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mo gbọ́ mo yà ní òun náà fẹ́ sáré jẹ dínà ni kò sí nǹkan kan tó wá pé yóò ṣe new thing bọ̀dì kankan tó ń hápù Nàìjíríà ní pé ìgbà tó máa tán ó dà pé tó sẹ́ pé kẹ́ gbàdúrà fún Nàìjíríà ni mo ní kó fún mi date kò lè fún mi date ìgbà tó máa tán ó di ìgbà tí àwọn náà bá rí pé epo ti tọ́nu jẹ́ẹ̀nì wọn wọ́n ti lọ tò sí bọ́dílọ̀ náà fún wọn lẹ́ni tì mọ́ àwọn náà fẹ́ jí spare part wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kinní kan ọmọ Èkó ní ọmọ Èkó original ni àwọn ọmọ Èkó gan tán láwọn ọmọ Èkó ni ó ti ń pè ní wọn they pain them in the heart already fún Sanwó-Olú èmi gan máa ń gbé wọn ṣépè ní ìwọ́gùn òṣèlú go and find something to do don't be a Lagos thinker Omole, Okole Moleni, Okole Moleni, Ojude Matiwon, Ojude Tinubu gan. Because when you must follow Tinubu, you must have paper here. Remi Tinubu, Ghana must have our Nigeria. Koni àwọn bàbá fẹ́ ní Friday so kankan bi ton wa o. Then cut the story short. Láàárọ̀ yìí, èmi gan post ọ̀rọ̀ màmá Fẹ́lá. Tó bá rí gbogbo èèyàn tán pé àwọn èèyàn kíní kan ni ó ṣe kíní kan ni ó. Because nǹkan tí ìyá Fẹ́lá ti ṣe 40 years ago, àwa yìí ń rántí ẹ pé èèyàn nìyẹn. Àwọn ọmọ Tinubu wọ́n ṣe máa rántí bàbá ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Sanwó-Olú ò ní jẹ governor for life o. Tinubu ò ní jẹ president for life o. Ó máa pè ní àwọn ọmọ wọn ṣọ́ lọ gbé ṣàgúrì lórí omi ni. Ó máa kidnap àwọn gan airport ni. He's coming. À ń gbogbo alámájẹ breakfast ṣe.
Everybody alámájẹ breakfast. Baba, thank you so much. Let me take another one, sir. God bless
much you. Respect. Thank you very much for taking the call. Thanks.
Sir. And you too, sir.
Yeah.
He don't cast, last. Everybody go chop breakfast. He don't cast, last. Everybody go chop breakfast.
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Whether you believe it or not, the time is coming when you won't need
a car to travel. Hello there.
Maiyegun,
one name. How are you, Baba?
I was the person you caught my call. You mistakenly caught my call.
Imagine that.
I don't call you for this is the 78th time I'm bringing this call today.
I'm so sorry. I got it mixed up.
No,
and I'm glad you didn't.
No problem, my brother. No problem. Nigeria problem. They put person for confusion.
They happen. May God just help us.
See, I don't get two things to talk about. Davido and Refinery. I remember. First of all, better talk about. I remind you something when I've been telling you last time. I've been realistic man. I remember when P2B stuff happened. I tell them say Nigerians no go do anything. Say nothing they happen. Say nothing go happen. One lady came out and said, "Don't worry, they will bring down the moon. They will bring down Jupiter." I told you nothing go happen. If you didn't tell me,
say we no go talk again. But I'm glad you are reminding us. Yes, I remember.
As you be there, me I be profile. I hold my own. I get my own information.
Oh yeah, now. I remember.
Now Davido case we say, I beg my brothers and sisters, make on a no vex so that is reality. Marriage is a good thing. Davido not be politician. Davido not be our problem. I mean, they bring joy for people. I'm not being fan. I'm pure reggae man. I reggae me. I play Davido music.
So you know, say everybody body just they hot anyhow, right?
No, not your body not hot. You go marry. Now invest, now in luck. Make on know if you know. Not be forced. You don't invite anybody. If they say one marry, if you won't come, you come. You don't want come, you stay your house. You don't come from your house. Make on know. Congratulations to Davido. Make nobody go tackle the boy for carry a bad belly and anger. They follow the guy. I bet no can leave the guy may enjoy in life. Now in life, you know, pause and stand for anybody, Gary.
So we know the whole lot.
So that one be for Davido. Then Nigerians say they're stupid. Now Nigerians are go blame. If they decide to that Davido place, they will go. When they go fish, they go their house for night. They go drink Gary. If they see Gary drink, they drink. If they don't get Gary hungry, go catch them. Probably so. So. When they say they go Davido. Not only Davido, very soon they'll go Big Brother Niger too. That one is their own problem. Me, I don't give anybody shit.
They come up soon or maybe Niger 3, maybe Niger 4.
So when hungry, wire them. They go behave like Kenya. They go revolt by force. I know they preach again to Nigerians. I don't time for Nigeria. Then the most important thing I call you for now this Malaka, Chris Person Refinery. You see that refinery?
Yeah.
That refinery are the biggest scam of the nation. Scam, lie will pass lie. You see, now they put that fire. The truth be say, if you open eye like fish, you go understand what Niger be. Nobody need to tell you what Niger be. This man is a criminal. He's not a businessman. Now money launderer in B. Don't put fire for that refinery. Next thing to take time now to tell on say the refinery because of the fire, they don't figure the equipment to repair them. 2028, if possible, 2030.
Person where don't come confess, see, one them. This guy don't come and come confess. Say, if all the thing we know about refineries now, if he know them 6 years ago, he no go put in shishi for any refinery. So the guy don't know how to tell everybody, say, my refinery go they produce fertilizer and maybe some other chemicals. We know they refine any crude oil. Instead of him to say that, we've scammed you. Now they continue to cook until 2030.
Fine waiting. Buhari use that man refinery take do money laundering. That man a money launderer. You know, say Dangote na money launderer. It's a money launderer. Now money laundering government they use and do. Not gonna leave that refinery bullshit. How you go tell me say they go buy crude oil for Texas in dollars? Leave Bayelsa oil where you go buy in naira. Which one go be more expensive? You tell us say they go buy for Texas so that when you go collect them from Bayelsa refinery, go say na Texas, they go inflate the price. If I thought the refinery go open, na scam. Nigeria take on my way. Make Nigerians wake up, do take the bull by its horn. What are you people waiting for? Oh, I go die finish. Show me how they give una shishi.
I'm not gonna say you die. See, some of people when they die, when they see their story and when they share them, right? They be lucky ones. Oh, people they die. You know how many people talk right now,
You know how many people they die every day?
Oh, use the ground, cover them. You say, how about burial? Which burial? Cover them, Jerry. We have wasted money. Yeah, we have used so much money for their healthcare.
As Niger Delta now, human being know what anything. Human being know what anything. You see, before when I be small, when person die, people go cry, people go mourn, people go feel up. Now it's just like it's one of those things. The person died, they like it's one of those things. If anybody die now, they go bury him. The next day, the life continues because of waiting. Those criminals don't make that country turn to. Everybody they take from everybody. Everybody they choke. Everybody want to collect from everybody. You don't understand?
I do.
So nobody care whether they sick or they die. Nobody want to. Where want to
get accident? Everybody blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. The first set of people will come in, they check the pocket of the victims for their phones, wallets, anything where they get from them. People get blood everywhere, everywhere.
You know the thing with Nigerians. Nigerians, me and you, they're different from Nigerians because our mentality don't come understand. Say for Europe here when we did, Jesus has got
the best education, right? The best education you can have in life is to travel.
Is that travel is part of education and experience as well.
Because you have to understand experience. You are going to life is going to hit you. What you make of it is going to determine who you are. Sure you get.
Of course. Me and you don't understand say Jesus and God no go come down, can't do anything for us. Europe, the Jesus and God when you want, God don't give you everything, give you mineral resources, different types, gold, oil, uranium, kaolium powder, everything. Now the only thing God go do for you. For you, the sense to go tap them, refine them, God no go give you that one. Now you go do one by yourself. People they die faster than every day. How many people don't die for people they die faster than for Europe? Yes. That's very rare. It's not common.
They go tell you say, okay, for this 2023 to 2024, a social number of people died of road accident. The social number of accidents happened. Social number of people died. Social survived. Some now like this injury be. Did you go see the data? Politicians and the data, They go say, this government they kill us. So how come accident higher like this year? They know they do something right. They will lose their election because of that.
Know what they go do?
Well, Niger.
Now my house I did here yesterday. They send me notice say, man, no go out the next day. Say the weather go day very, very hot. You go reach 48%. Niger, who they do that one for you? If the weather go, if fire self go fall from heaven, they don't go tell you go out, the fire go fall. Born you, kill you there. That one you say, Jesus.
You know they go say, they know they tell you person, now your body go tell you. You go find out.
But I tell God, beg you make you know they play this Daddy G.O. What did they call up? What is this man name? Wait, now redeem Abi or now wait. I beg, I know they like to see that man. That man are complete. I don't know. I don't know what I want to define that man. I beg you. I dey pity people they go that not in congregation. I pity them. They don't they so monopolized. You sure those people are not, they are walking dead. They are no more living. They are zombie. Is this feel like somebody zombie? Those ones, man, them be the true zombie. I go tell me the other time, say God bless him breast. You God bless him breast under 2 weeks breast.
That's why you talk like that. You need to be
things of spirit. And they be idiots. Me, I don't understand the things of reality. Spirits are reality.
Anyway,
you play me the other back come at you. They tell us say the European waiting. Say na they be idol worshippers. Thunder fire. I mean, Papa and the Mama were born and where they start from before you come become Oba.
I'll take one more before we call it a day. Okay?
My brother, all of them, they call them Olakori, or how you they call them?
One after the other.
What
I'm actually like trying to beat the time. I've only got just about 5-6 minutes. So that's gonna be my last. You're gonna be my last caller tonight.
I bless you. It is well with you and your household. Bye bye.
And yours too, Baba. How are you, sir?
We are fine, sir. Bye bye.
All right. Oh, I haven't even left. Oh, see me. I actually thought I already got another person on. Mazi, you get off. Sorry about that. Sorry if I thought I picked that call and I didn't, while the last person was still on. Okay. So yeah, one more call, and then that will be us for the day. I'm trying to see the time and see if I can beat it. Well, let's see if I can manage it. Hello there.
One
name Osita.
Bless you, my brother. Yeah. Keep doing the great work, not just the good work. It's a great work.
Thank you so much. So you're up this early too.
Yeah, like I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, everything that you do, it is not close to perfection. I do not know what else I can say that is close to perfection. You know, the way you moderate. So there's something I really want to talk about, believe me. Yeah. When we talk about education, most of the times I think what people think education is somebody who can read in English and write in English. No. Education is all about information. We lack information. The reason for education, this thing they call university, go and look at the way it was founded. It was formed because they just want people of different heritage, background, culture to come together so that they can learn from each other. That is the meaning of education. It is not as if the Kenyans, all of them know how to read and write, no. But they have education. The education is that they did not forget their background, who they are, their identity. The biggest problem about Nigeria, as out of today, is that number one, from the very first day of Nigeria, that contraption, we are not one. They use tribalism, tribal and bigotry to so divide us. Even if one person is talking about, oh, how we are going to liberate, the other one will say, oh, no. He will look for an excuse to squeeze in something that will make the other person to say, oh, we can't do this. Let's give this person a chance because it's our own. This is the problem. That is the reason it looks as if we don't have a common voice. But I thank God for this hunger that is really staring on everybody's face. The question is, for how long can we hold this hunger? For how long?
How long can we pretend?
How long can we pretend? Day in, day out, your program is becoming popular and popular and popular every day. That's something I want all of us to understand, that anytime you wake up, it is your own money.
That's right.
Believe me, the message that you keep talking about, you hammer on, not only you,
Others are hammering on the same thing.
That's right.
One day, the cloud will gather. After the gathering of the cloud, what will happen? The rain will fall.
It will rain.
It will rain.
It pour, I would just say when it rains, it pours.
It pours. And nobody will say that on the day it's going to happen, there is never going to be any hidden place for anybody. That's the thing. I look at these so-called elites, and believe me, the uncle that called, the Yoruba man that called, I was speaking in Yoruba language, and listened to everything he said. And believe me, he was almost perfect in what is happening in Nigeria today. So I keep telling people, when they want to, if you go and read about some journals on how they opened the door to the Islamic world, to Europe, their ideology of doing that was that, oh, we will open the door to them, they come to Europe, they will go to school, they see a better life, and they will forget about terrorism. That is the same thing they are doing in Africa. They will tell you, they tell us right now that your music is about is the best in the world. Your food is about the best in the world. All to massage our own ego.
Our fledgling egos or tata
our fledgling. Yes. So when they do that, you tend to forget your problem. And that is exactly. I feel good about yourself. And that is exactly, especially a country, a contraption like Nigeria, that is what they set on us. Everything they tell you that Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Everything they tell you that Nigeria is the best in Africa, in this, in that, in that. And because they know that the population you have, if that population explode against the tyranny in Africa, the whole Africa is going to wake up. But one thing I'm so sure, the way it is, Kenya has done their own today. Nigeria did their own, but they were able to quash it.
They didn't finish the whole story. So Kenya is helping them to finish the book now.
Kenya is helping them to finish it.
And I really Kenya, wish them well. Because they are.
Yes, I wish them well.
The motivation needs to come from somewhere, right? And that's why I'm.
Exactly.
When people ask me, why are we talking about Kenya? To draw inspiration from there and stop blaming people or expecting Messiah to come and rescue you. Kenyans didn't ask the Kenyans are brought to come back home before they will go and fight for the price of bread.
Yes, I listened to one of the talk show program they had in the Central Africa, and I've forgotten the name of the guy, and he was explaining it to everybody. This thing that is happening in Kenya now, believe me, it's not as if it's new to somebody like me, because I listened to that program. There's going to be uprising. It's from one country to the other. When after Kenya, believe me, before November, another country alarm. You will hear another alarm. This is not about military coup, but different kind of alarms, different kind of ball game will set in. It is revolution, yes, it is revolution. This is the first time. Yes, this is the first time that.
It's short. I'm just like trying to wrap it up now, but I'll let you finish what you are saying. Go on.
Yes, this is the first time in Africa that you are looking at it. When people are talking, people are saying that word in Kenya. The word they are saying, the puppet of the West. Before, we don't talk like that. It is the beginning of a new beginning in Africa. And we will not stop talking. Every day we will win soul into this your kingdom of this is not even this is your own kingdom of truth.
Well, now it is it's our kingdom, and we are growing.
Yes.
So what we want
the kingdom of truth.
That the individuals that come across this platform becomes much better than who they were before they joined.
Thank you very much. That is my submission.
That's
God bless you,
ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I will see you later today. So you take it easy, man. Okay, thank you so much, sir, and have a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Osita Yete, and to all the callers, the contributors, and all of you, I want to say thank you. So we've come to the end of the brunch time with Maiyegun. We are unable to read today because I started late. I will keep working to make sure that I start early enough that we can accommodate all of what we want to really share. Okay, so thank you for spending your morning with me, or maybe it's afternoon or evening for you, right? And to those who are attempting to call in but were not really successful getting in, right? Evening might be your time. Whatever you want to share with us now that you are unable to, you will have a chance later today if I come back. So coming up next is going to be the replay from last night, lesson from Kenya, and Nigerians watching. That's going to be the replay that is coming up after this. I will see you later. Until then, Okuna, stay safe and good afternoon.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun dayari political. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun dayari Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.